Yo, 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 Pansy. What's going on, guys? It's Pansy here. Welcome to another update video. Haven't done this in a hot minute. In this video, I'm going to go over my gear gains, my plans for my gear coming up, what my plans are for hunting, and what I'm working on in game in general. So let's get to it. All right, let's start off with my gear. As you guys can see, I got my second Tet Disto back. If you guys don't remember, a while back, actually almost 6 months ago or something like that, I sold both my Tet Distos in order to start life skilling. And with only like 30 bill worth of life skill gear, I'm making over 700 mil an hour in a chill hunting method. But I think I spent like a close to 40 bill or something on my full life skill setup. I got like other tools and clothes and all that stuff. So yeah, it's been going well. Glad I got this second Tet Disto back right in time because I was in the middle of my flame grind and it really helped out to have that higher AP. I didn't get a Flame of Frost, but I did get the Embers to 100 out of 100. So hey, that grind is done. The biggest reward of it is that I don't have to do it anymore. So, I haven't made the flame yet. I haven't made the Labresca. I'm still collecting some materials. I need one more week to get my pen Griffin. I think I might have miscalculated there. So, it's all good. It's all good because I'm not in any rush to go grind some more. During this life skill and general EXP event and drop rate buff, I want to get a lot of things done on my account. So, firstly, I'm here in Biragi Den doing those shard grinds, so we got to get on that because we're going to get our Jatina Pen Crescent pretty soon. I think after today, I'll need just 7 more turn-ins, and we are good with that. I've been pretty excited for that one because I hate doing dailies, and you guys know I hate it. I bitched about it for over a year, but hey, it's almost done. We're finally there. Once again, the reward is I don't have to do it anymore. So, hey, pretty soon our gear score is going to spike up all the way to 293 and 371. So I'm planning to get that Labresca to duo ASAP, and I'll do my final journal, which is going to put me at 371. Speaking of journals, I've been busting my ass to get those done as well. I never finished the Pavina Greco journals, so what I was planning to do is actually finish the whole thing, but with the upcoming changes, they're going to make it a bit easier. So instead of turning in a tri blue coral or a duo Schultz necklace, it's going to be a duo Schultz belt and a tri cactum ring. And that's why you can see the prices be up there now. Like, for example, the cactum rings tries are all the way at 145 and still rising. But those are pretty easy to get, and I already have them. So I have the duo Schultz belt and everything. So I was initially just going to say screw it and just turn it in, but I'm like, that's 300 mil I'm saving. All right. Actually, I think it's closer to 500, but hey, we'll just wait it out. We're almost done with that journal. We have everything in the bank. We just need them to make the change go live. Hopefully they do that and don't bamboozle me, but hey, that's another thing almost done. We'll finish off the Fugar's final log. That'll get me one more DP, and that'll put me at the 371 mark. So making gains. It's been a while since our gear scores changed. Literally, this has been the identical gear score except for like 357 DP. Almost nine and a half months ago, 10 months almost. I don't know. It's been a really long time since my gear scores changed at all, and you guys should know why. Like I love this game and all, but the time requirement to gear up is just not something that I like. Like, the gear progression in this game is kind of boring. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a great game, but the gear progression could be a lot better. And yeah, and hey, we got our tier 5 pet. It's the Arctic Fox. And yeah, like, I'm glad that I'm finally pushing that gear up. I think I can get to that end game stage where I can grind like Ash Forest and eventually grind like, Crypt and stuff. I've done my first hour at Olin's pretty good, and I'm going to probably just keep it going from there. Like, I want to keep life skilling just because it's one of those things that is a filler. So whenever I don't feel like grinding, I can go life skilling. It's pretty chill. It's very low effort, and it's giving me a lot of money. Like I said, I only have like Tri-Manos and Tet clothes for hunting, but even with that, I just pop a few life skill buffs. I have over 70 of those scrolls. I have like 3 Stella alchemy stones and stuff, and yo, I'm popping off. Like, I make over 700 million raw cash, and then if I count everything, it's a lot more. So it's definitely one of those things that really supplement my current playstyle. In the past, I've always been a proponent of having as much passive income as possible and, just stacking everything up. But listen, you got to play according to how you feel in the current situation. Like, if you don't have a lot of time, if you only have 2 hours a day, well, the game's changed to a point where it really supports you. If you have only like 2 hours a day, you can go do a solid hour at Red Orcs or something with Agris and everything. Like, I wouldn't use Agris there. Like, Jade Force has been really good to me in terms of Agris and the amount of money I've been making per hour. Well over 700 mil. But yeah, like, you can literally play for 2 hours a day and progress very nicely compared to what it was like a while back, even like 6 months ago, a year ago. Like, the game's changed and it's gotten to a point where, even if you're casual, you can get to that point where you're 660, 670 gear score. You just have to be consistent. And that's been like the biggest issue for me. Like, I don't want to spend 100 hours grinding to get a piece of item, or 200 hours. I hate that. But the amount of money we're making has increased significantly from what it was like just 1 year ago, or even, 6 months ago, with like the changes they've been making. They low-key buffed like our grinding by fixing the pets. The pets apparently had an issue. They weren't picking up stuff when you're like moving around really quickly. They fixed that issue. They gave us tier 5 pets. They gave us new grind spots. It's crazy. And with Lifeskills, we got the hunting rework, and hopefully we'll get like a good trading thing going on. And I see small changes coming in for bartering, but I don't expect too much out of it. But it'd be cool if they buff bartering. Like, honestly, bartering needs like a double the money income buff. Like, it's not relevant right now. The amount of time you spend bartering, you can outshine it with like a half-hour grinding centaurs or something. And that's another thing, right? Like, the lower end grind spots are actually feasible. Like, Valencia is there now. Polly's is back in action. We have centaurs, which is like cracked out of its mind. Like, even with like just full Tavala gear, you're making potentially 500-600 mil an hour with the right buffs. And even without the Agris and stuff, you're still making a significant amount of money compared to back then. Back in the old days, 300 mil an hour, that was endgame money. Now it's like everybody can do it. And with the systems they've added in terms of the guaranteed pen weapons, the pen armors, and now the God Eye weapons, or whatever they're called. I haven't done that yet, but they're really pushing the game in a good direction. I know a lot of people will say, hey, I worked for my gear in the past, like I grinded it out, now people are getting a lot easier. Like, listen, the game has to evolve. Like, the game has a player base issue, and a big reason for that is not like pay to win or something. That's not the main factor that holds people back. It's a sheer amount of time you have to put in. Like, people will pay money, but when you ask people to pay with their time, that's a much harder thing to do. Especially like in regions like NA, where people want to go and compete, people want to go and do fun stuff. Like, it's not in our culture here to like grind 10,000 hours to become the best there is. Like, no, we want to go fucking PvP. We want to go clap people, and gear is something that we need to do that. So, that's a good segue into Arena of Solare, isn't it? Like, Arena of Solare just came out like this month, and like, I think it is amazing that they finally did that. It has issues, 100%. It has issues. Arena of Solare is not perfect, but it's definitely better than not having it at all. Like, it's one of those things that literally could save the game in its current state. Like, the game's really good in terms of what it offers, but the amount of time you have to spend in order to have fun, in order to get that gear to the point where you're actually competitive and stuff, is too high. Now, Arena of Solare, it's normalized gear. We can all hop in and play that. Of course, there is like, it is toxic. It is RNG dependent on what teammates you get, which map you get, and then that one Arsha type map. It's so freaking RNG dependent with the AoEs and all that stuff going on. It's got its issues, but hopefully they'll improve it over time. And I think it can only get better. I did want to advocate for like more game modes, but even if they don't do it, I'm fine with that. I just want to see them fix like the current issues there are, because there's like arguments for both, like having a 1v1 queue, a 3v3 queue, and a pre-made queue with the 3v3 random queue. Like, there are arguments for it, but at the same time, I don't know if the player base can support it. If they do that, I would say, hey, I hope they have like timings for it. Like, for example, 1v1s are on Tuesday and Thursdays and Fridays or something like that. You know, not every day has all 3 queues open. Personally, if I had to choose based on the current activity, I would put, you know, 1v1s like 3 days a week. The pre-made threes, I'd put them on the weekends, and every day I'd have the solo queue 3v3 open. That's just me, but yeah, I have none of the metrics available to make any educated decisions on that. And yeah, so here's my stats for arena. I'm not really up there. I don't have nearly enough games, and I'm not like cracked out of their mind, cracked out of my mind in terms of PvP skill. I'm decent enough that I'm improving. Like the first 30 games or so, I was like 1-1, but then the next 30 something games, I've been in the positive, so I'm pretty happy with that. Only thing is, like, I'm, as you can see with my current gains, like I'm in such a crucial point where I'm just about to hit a power spike. So I want to keep that going, keep that momentum going. And playing arena doesn't give me like nearly anything for my gear progression. It's something that I've always talked about. I wish like PA would incorporate like some form of money making with arenas, because like it feels like such a loss. I make like 600 to 700 mil an hour. Well, if I'm playing arena, I'm not making anything, right? So it really stunts my progress, especially for me, like someone who hasn't been progressing in like a very long time. Like I need to do everything I can do right now. So we're gonna chill on the arena for a bit. But you know, some of the things I'm talking about in this video, I might make separate videos just to go more in depth about it, because each of these things do need like more details and in-depth analysis. Like for example, bartering and how I'm going to utilize my how I'm going to utilize the hot time buffs for leveling up my life skills and stuff. I know a lot of people are interested in that. So let's talk about it for a few minutes, and you know, I might make a follow-up video for it. So here's where I'm at on my mystic in terms of life skill levels. Hunting's been going up pretty nicely. We're at G17 at the moment. I haven't been doing cooking much anymore because I feel like I can just buy the meals in tournaments, since turning in Imperials is so easy now. Like we can hold like over 400 or 500 in our inventory. We can pack them really quick. So I just been doing that just to save time and be as efficient as possible with my with the amount of time I have in a day. Just because I don't grind for like 3 to 4 hours a day. I make it a point to hit my solo grind every single day and use my Agris, but that's about it. So I've been doing like 1 hour of grinding and 1 hour of hunting every day, at least for most days. And only in the last week I've been grinding more than that, just because I wanted to finish out the embers. But yeah, I've been trying to keep it consistent more than anything. And hunting's just like super chill. So what I want to do for this hot time buffs, like, you know, right now in this week we have 50%. Next week it's going to be like 70 or something, and the final week will be 100%. For item drop rate, it's going to be huge too. I know it's like a time to make some big money, but I feel like in the long run, having that extra mastery on my hunting will be a lot better. I don't want to buy Tet Manos gear. I want to work on my main gear and eventually push to 300 Kudum. And that's like the main priority right now. So for example, if I went for full TED accessories, that's going to be about the same price as going for a pen necklace. Now, if a logical person would definitely agree that the TED accessories would be more valuable because the amount of money you can make per hour would go up. But if I do the math between how much it's going up versus how much money I'm spending for like the necklace and stuff, I don't think the TED accessories are going to pay it off. Like it's just not going to, I just don't think it's a good option for me in my current state. Because like, listen, I love BDO and stuff, but I want to play other games too. Like I currently play, I've been working on WoW on the side, leveling up a Warlock and stuff for the new expansion and whatnot. Like I do enjoy playing other games, so I don't want to be like 100% on the grind forever. So I just want to get my character to the next level, and then I'm going to relax a bit. And then a few months later, I'll probably go hardcore again and relax a bit. That's just how I am. That's just my routine. But anyway, back to the hunting and stuff. The plan is to work on just getting the mastery up through levels, and we're going to be hunting. We're going to be hunting rhinos over here, and I'm going to be exclusively doing that for the next couple of weeks, just during these XP buff events. I also have one more cake left. It's a 24-hour cake for the 100% EXP. I think I'm going to just pop that and go ham. My goal is to get to G36 or G37. Let me check. Like 36 or 37, that'd be a good point because that'll be another 100 mastery. And whenever I'm grinding, whenever I'm doing hunting, like I pop the Secret Book of Florin. I have the other book as well, only a few of those though. But I also have these Stella Spirit Stones. So my life skill mastery goes up by 200 and it increases my money per hour in a pretty significant manner. So I want to get that base hunting levels up just for the mastery. And maybe down the line we'll go for TED accessories, but it's just not a priority right now. I think it's easier for me to get these hunting levels than anything. If you guys want to get into hunting, it's like super easy. All you have to do is do the hunting quest with O, go to suggested, do the hunting quest you see there, and boom, you can start grinding it out. All you need is the gear and just go to Narcian rhinos. Just go to the rhinos in Narcian and just go ham. Just start shooting them over here. Don't go on this side just because there's those beetles on the ground which always block your shots. So always grind over here. But yeah, that's the plan right now. I was thinking about going for G1 alchemy, but I'm really not feeling it. I have like over 22 or 25 supreme utensils, and I was working on getting Tet Manos clothes as alchemist clothes as well, but it's the luck's not really there for tapping that. But even if I do, I just don't know if it's going to be worth it. I just don't feel like it would pay itself back. I don't know. I might get it just for the levels of it, but we'll see. We'll see. But the last thing I want to do, guys, is during this hot time event, I want to get 7K family fame. So from my calculations, I think I need to level up about 4 characters to 61, and I should be good. We'll see. But with the other levels and all the other things I'm doing, I should be able to hit it. I think now is like the perfect time. And with that 10% item drop rate, it's huge. Like that's 10% perpetually. And the market tax thing is also nice. But hey, in the hot time event, I think this is the perfect time when in the final week, it's going to be 1000% XP. So I don't know. I think I just got to go for it. Now is like the greatest opportunity to get this out of the way. And then I won't have to do it again. So that's like the biggest reward in these games. You just do it once and then you're done. You don't have to do the grind again. But yeah, we got a lot of gains in progress and we still have a lot of work to do. These next 3 weeks are going to be busy, man. I'm telling you. But hey, now's the time to get these things done so we can relax after. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Please do check me out at twitch.tv/I'mPansy. Like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me with the algorithm. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.